This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
If you commit to something, do it. If you don't want to do it, say no. But if you say yeah and you committed to something, you got to do it. Stick it out. Do it.
And co-host Marnie Winfield.
My rent is paid. I have a roof over my head. I'm married to the most amazing man in the world who cares about me and supports me, keeps me safe, and I don't know. I got it all.
It is the 25th of January. My name is Corey Winfield.
My name is Marnie Winfield.
Welcome to the 217 Recovery Podcast.
There's a little singing there.
A little bit. It's my new thing. I'm going to become a singer. I'm going to write some songs and the whole world will sing them. You know that artist named Pink?
Yeah.
I'll be like her, but for dudes.
Ah.
Or not for dudes, but a dude. A man, a he, a she, or not, or whatever. I'm a person. I'm a human on the earth. That's how I want to be referred to, as a human
Of the earth.
of the earth.
Okay, just so there's no confusion. And
Can't wait to fill out an application for a job. No. Human / person of the earth. I'll put D-A, the earth. E-A-R-F. Anyway, welcome. That's all I got to say about today. Thanks for listening. Have a great one. No, but for real, it's just been one of them days, man. It's just, between and
mine was just like so busy that I just am like, it was probably maybe, I don't know, 12:30 in the afternoon. And I'd come back to the office and I walk in and I'm like, I just stopped at the front desk and I was looking at, the nice ladies at the front desk. And I was like, today has felt like 3 days already. You ever have those days where it's like, you look at the clock and you're like, no way. It is still like, I feel like the day should be over by now. So that much has been going on.
maybe it was like that for everybody today.
I don't know, man.
25th.
It did. It
January.
Felt like freaking
Mark
whole
your
week
calendar.
in one day.
It's coming. 365 more days away. Yeah, it was crazy today. And those days, you just have to just take a deep breath and wait for bedtime. Because I cannot wait to go to bed and wake up tomorrow. It's a new day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have lunch with Courtney tomorrow from Stafford House in Grand Rapids. Great place. And hopefully she'll be saying that we can come tour it soon. And I'll tell her, hey, we're going to be in Grand Rapids, matter of fact. For the whole pancreas checkout procedure thing that I'm having, which, to be honest with you, I'm a little nervous about it. I try not to think about it, but I know it's going to be here soon and there's nothing I can do about it. And regardless of what they find, at least they're going to find something, I hope. And that's a fear of mine too, that they don't find anything and they just throw their hands in the air and go, I don't know. I'll have to fly you over to the University of Southern California or something. I don't know.
You're already going to a specialist, so let's just hope they get it figured out.
Yeah, let's hope so. But days like today, man, you just know they exist and they happen. But it could be worse. As I was leaving the doctor's office, got to go to the doctor today, and this older gentleman was like, how's it going? Because he was going real slow. And I was like behind him. And I pushed the little open the door for you, but it was like 2 doors ahead of him just to help him. And he's like, how's it going? I was like, he's like, yeah, not going too good for me either. I said, it could be a lot worse. Not knowing what this gentleman what news he just left with. And he just kind of looked at me and he was like, wow. I was like, no, it could be a lot worse. Trust me. And he just kind of looked at me again like, well, so I got in the car and I thought, I don't know what news that guy got today. I don't know how much worse it could have been for him, but it could have been worse for me, I guess. And just glad to go to bed soon.
My thing is I get organized, and so like I keep everything in my calendar, and then I look at it and I get overwhelmed. Like look at all the things that I have to do tomorrow.
But at least you know.
Yeah, it's true. But then I wake up and then I start doing them, and then I do the next thing, and then I do the next thing, and I do the next thing, and then before I know it, I'm like, that wasn't that bad. You know, I could do it. It wasn't not undoable. It was just, you know, when you put it all down, sometimes it gets intimidating. When really it's supposed to make you feel better. You know, like you're prepared. Like you can plan it out, hence the planner idea.
Yeah, the planner will trip you up sometimes because I have 2 planners, and sometimes I only write stuff in one planner.
See, that's why you just got to have one planner.
But I have a desk, so I have to have a desk.
I have a desk as well.
And then I have one that just sits on top of that one on my desk. I think that's a personal one. I'm supposed to take it places or something.
Yeah, I take
Looks
mine.
good
I take
sitting on
mine
the desk
everywhere.
on the other calendar. Today it was weird for me because I was knocking stuff out and doing the things I needed to do. And one of the things, like when I left the doctor, they keep giving me prescriptions for these pills, and the last one was like $187, and I was like, as much as I would like to be balling big time, I just can't. I can't swing that. And so I told my doctor that, and I was like, okay, well maybe the milligram, the dosing they were asking for is why the insurance is flipping out. So, nope. Looked at the charge for that. I was like, Jesus, man, like I really can't afford it. So I prayed to Jesus. He said, call your insurance company, Corey. I said, Jesus? He's like, yeah, call your insurance company. So I did. And I was like, hey, why are you guys charging me all this money for this stuff? Well, how come you guys aren't covering it? I guess is what I really said to him. And they're like, oh, because it needs a pre-authorization from the doctor. I was like, okay.
Isn't the doctor the one who wrote it for you?
Yeah, that was my question. She's like, well, we just have to get, pre-approval for this and that. And, well, how do you pre-approve something before she writes it? Like, I don't understand. Like, anyway, there's a fax number. So she said they faxed it to my doctor, and so it'll be nothing. But, if I could have just kept going around going, well, whatever, man. Mm-hmm. But I took the initiative to go, let's call the insurance company and figure out what in the hell's going on. Mm-hmm. So I could have just, like I said, kept freaking out and going, man, I really wish I could have that medicine that she prescribed to me that I need, but instead, oh no, can't have it. Mm-hmm. Or if I'd have forked out the money for it, I'd be like, probably a little bit even more PO'd, but hey, at least I got that resolved.
Yeah.
And I bought a printer the other day and it doesn't work.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks, eBay.
Yeah, I get back from my first part of my run of work this morning, and it's like still dark out kind of. And I get back and I'm like, oh, he's awake. That's great. There's like 20,000 pieces of plastic all over the living room for this brand new printer that he got.
It was used, but I got on eBay. I got a deal, but the person, they say that they bought 2 printers and didn't need that one, so they just like flipped it.
Oh, he's laughing at you right now.
Yeah, well, he's giving me a refund right now. And their little policy said no refunds, no returns. But I was like, yo, if shit don't work, I'm sending it back.
You send it back to the guy then? Is that how that works?
Yeah, and they're going to pay shipping and all that.
I'd send it back in like 1 million pieces.
Refund. No, there's no point of that. I mean, they're going to refund me. So I'm just put it in the little boxes they sent it in. Send it on back. But then just like minutes before we did this podcast, I'm looking for a new one, of course. And I'm like, wow, this one's a pretty good deal. And it's like $40 cheaper than the other one. And wow, this would be sweet. Let's buy this bitch, So I hit buy and I'm looking at it again, Well, in their little secret spot on eBay, I don't know why they don't just put it right at the top. It says, oh yeah, it needs a new printer head, needs alignment, needs all. I'm like, I'm not a printer repairman. I don't know what to do. So then as you're like, I'm ready to do the podcast, I'm getting more frustrated because I'm just trying to find the oops button, like cancel. And so then we were starting the podcast and you got like a phone thing. So I'm like, I'm going to take this minute to look back. So I pull it up and I did find there's a little button where I cancel I request to have it canceled. And I'm like, I just clicked buy. Like, this dude has to cancel it. Like, there's no way he can send it to me. And his thing says no returns as well. And the kind I want.
Why don't you just buy a brand new one?
Nobody on the earth has them new.
What? I
Nobody.
don't believe you.
Not even in Ethiopia.
I don't even know what you're talking
Nowhere.
about, but I guarantee you.
I'm telling you,
that's
I
not
guarantee
true.
you it is true because I've looked.
What is it that you're looking for?
A printer.
They don't have those anymore.
Canon MG 7720. Yeah. See?
But I'm sure there's a comparable printer that's not that
So this
brand.
last one was a 4650 or 5640. Either way, it was something like that.
Don't we already have 2 printers that
We
work?
do, but we don't have this one, and I need it for special projects I'm doing.
I'm not even gonna try to.
They'll make us little badges and stuff, and it prints really good. So like that thing that I shared on Facebook the other day, you're saying of you're either on my side, by my side, or in my way. I made a pretty cool little poster of that, and I want to print that out and put it in a frame and put it around the house or something, or you can have take it to your office. But I want that printer to print it.
I would like it in my office.
And you'd like it to be top notch, right? Top quality, good quality. Yeah, well, I'm working on it. So that was just kind of how my day was, though. I just like I would get stuff done, but then I wouldn't, and I would spend time, like you said earlier, with the printer. But I needed to check it out, see if it worked. I'm not a printer repairman, but yeah, here I am pulling plastic off the sides, trying to follow along to a YouTube video, all because some stupid error code. So I'm just spent, and then you throw that on with people needing transportation and me not being able to provide it. That kind of sucks. And I haven't really declined too many rides, but Thursday is a big day for me and I'm going to be gone. So there's no way I can do that. And I don't know what's going to happen with the procedure. So I don't know if they're going to be like, oh, well, we're going to need to operate. We're going to need to do this. You're going to be in the hospital. I don't know. So I can't really commit to rides that are happening on Friday.
Right.
And the guy that usually helps me out, he's not answering me back. So it's just like, what in the hell, man? So I'm just like, nope. And then, of course, that's when more people, hey, can you give this guy a ride? This guy really needs a ride, to treatment. And no, and I just hate saying that. And that makes me feel like I got kicked in the nuts. So just add all that together.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful day.
I hope so.
It will be. I'm not carrying this day into tomorrow.
No, we shouldn't do that. It's an
No.
important lesson.
So I'm going to pray tonight. I'm going to thank God for giving me the opportunity to struggle today. And I'll appreciate the times that the days just everything is going my way, because those days happen too.
I think that's a good point. How did you say it? Don't take today into tomorrow.
I think I have to rewind it.
No, I think that's good. It made me think of like drama or forgiveness. Like little stuff, squabbles, or mistakes that you've made or whatever. Like, don't carry that stuff around with you. It will eat you up inside. And in being in recovery, you got enough to worry about. You have enough to stay focused on. You can't let that little stuff just, leave it, let it go.
Because it will. And it's the little things that get you sometimes. And I know I've said this before on here, and other people probably have heard it. We don't freak out when the electric gets cut off. We freak out when someone doesn't get back our lighter. What? You got my lighter, MFer?
Yeah.
Power shut off. Ah, damn. Figure something out.
Yeah.
It's the little things that trip us up. It really is. And I guess I've been practicing not to bring today into tomorrow, because I don't want to feel this way. I hate feeling this way, but I know I can easily feel this way tomorrow if I keep dwelling on it, and I can just shut it down. Like I said, say a little prayer and look for the opportunities that God's going to present to me tomorrow.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you're doing like a remember when kind of thing. Like, we do that a lot if we're having a conversation about old stuff. like the old bad days.
Yeah.
And then we just start like getting into it, and then the details start creeping up again, and then it's just like you start getting sick to your stomach. And then all you can do is just like end it with just like, oh, I'm so glad we don't live like that anymore. That's all you can do. Is to snap yourself out of it. Oh man, I'm so glad I don't live that way anymore.
I was telling this guy yesterday, I get right to, I was like, I was telling him about the little speech thing that I did in San Jose, where I was just talking about like, why can't I say I'm never drinking again? You know, I'm not going to eat fish. I'm not going to jump out of an airplane. I'm not going to die in a motorcycle accident. Those are things I don't do. Why can't I add, I'm not drinking? I don't drink.
Right.
You know, and just change your mindset about that. And then I told them that I also compare it to like if someone was going to ask me, hey man, you want to come over and cut off your dick with me? No. No, I'm not cutting my dick off today. Like, again, why would you go drinking today? You know, same thing, man. And he's like, I guess he was like, maybe I should start thinking about it like that. I was like, either going to be missing a penis or you're going to have some sobriety days in a row.
See, Corey, you can always make people relate to you.
Think about drinking, think about cutting your wee off. And women, I don't know. You got something you can cut off down there or anywhere, I guess, really. I mean, people of the earth. There's something you can cut off, you know, but that's the thing. You got to change your mindset and change how you think about those things. And another dude called me and was like, oh man, you know, I got kicked out of the treatment center because I wasn't sharing enough. And whatever, dude. You know, maybe you should be sharing a little bit more. It's those types of attitudes that keep people stuck. The whole, why don't you go to sober living? Oh, I don't need that. I don't want to do that. Well, there's your number one red flag. I don't want to do that. No, your addiction doesn't want you to do that.
Yeah, you have to take responsibility for when something happens. Something happened. You know, what was your part in it? It wasn't just they magically just came up and like, hey, buddy, you go. I mean, something he did or didn't do.
Yeah. You're not opening up enough. Oh.
I don't know if I actually buy that 100%.
Then open the F up, man. You know, there's something in there that's keeping you stuck. And he said to me before, same guy, well, I went there and they didn't help me at all. They didn't do anything to, you know, help me. And bro, you've been given all the tools. This guy's been to 10 rehabs, I think. Like, you've been given the tools, man. Shut up, listen.
Yeah,
you know?
Listen. If anything, listen.
But then there comes a time where you got to put those things into action.
Exactly.
You know, they're not just telling you all these things, these people, places, and things, and you're just like, you know, well, what are you doing then?
Like if you go in and you absorb, and that's great, but you need to do the work. And that, you know, it takes work.
Yeah, same. It's the same guy that I've been talking about for like the last 2 weeks where he didn't know he had a therapist. Oh, what? I asked him if his self-care thing was all set up, and he was like, oh, yeah. I was like, all right, when you see your therapist? What? Yeah, your therapist. Oh, I see him on Monday, Tuesdays, Fridays, whatever. I'm like, that sounds like IOP. Yeah. Isn't that what it is?
Well, no. I hope that he gets there.
Oh, he'll get somewhere, but if he wants to live and have a nice little life, he's got to realize, man, it's on him. You know, and I'm not going to hold his hand. You know, people at treatment centers aren't going to hold his hand. He seems to be reaching out to the people that are going to tell him what he wants to hear. Like, I mean, he should have known better than to call me with that, because I'm not going to say, oh man, those MFers, you can share whatever you want, which is true. And there's different people that you want to share things with, and that's fine. But I'm not really believing a story about being kicked out because he wasn't sharing enough. I mean, if he was, all right, cool. There was probably a reason, you know, but nah, man, I'm not going to sit there and, oh, that's too bad. You poor guy. Oh, world's against you, huh? No. Your addiction's against you.
Yeah.
Your brain needs to be reset, bro. And the only way to do that is by practice. You need to go out, hit the meetings, and just retrain how your brain thinks. Retrain how you think. Cut off your dick or go drink.
Those are your options.
Or the only way you can drink is if you cut your dick off. See something on the news this weekend. 8 people arrive at the hospital with their penises severed. I'm not a doctor. Just so you know. Not a therapist. Just a guy.
In recovery.
Yeah, you've had a bad day. Just a person on the earth. A human. That's all I'm at. And I own a cat.
Was trampling all over the keyboard earlier like she owned it.
Yeah. Because she knew I was pissed. I was like, hey, this will add to his little pissed off day. But no, that was kind of my day, though, in a nutshell. And I'm sorry, this probably is not the best podcast you've ever heard. But hey, that was my day, and this is my life, and this is what the podcast is about. I'm a dude, a little over 3 years sober. I'm still having my days.
Yeah.
Listen to the podcast from a couple weeks ago. Might have had a great day then. Who knows? But yeah, we can't all be heroes.
Yeah.
At least not on Tuesday.
Not this Tuesday.
January 25th. I think there's some day. But that's all I got, unless you want to.
No, that's good. I feel the same way. I kind of burned out today.
So we'll hit you with some special episodes coming soon. I know Luke wants to be on. Justin wants to be on. Oh,
Samantha's going to be on.
Samantha's going to be on. And there's probably about 18 other people. Joe wants to be on. We'll just figure it out. Wait till my pancreas is better.
Yeah.
We can probably actually put
We're going to come back with guests like every other episode.
Yeah. And then Laura's going to be on next Thursday.
Yeah.
She's going to stood us up.
Or see.
I got COVID.
Did she comment on that? Did you listen to it?
No, but she invited us to like something on Facebook.
Oh, that maybe she'll take it back when she hears that episode.
No, she wants us she's like, yeah, feel free to share your 217 recovery stuff on there.
Cool.
I was like, okay. And I hung with her, and then I had to go do something else until I forgot. But our app is going strong. You can listen to podcasts from, like I said earlier. If you don't like this one, go listen to another one.
There's tons of them.
Yeah. They're all on the app from when we started out in 2019. So scroll through there, check out other stuff on the app. I think there's videos on there too. And I just added on our website, 217recovery.com, I added all of the homes that were on the Michigan Association of Recovery Residences.
Oh, nice.
Yes. I took off
Is
one
it
that I knew wasn't there anymore.
Is it getting bigger? Is there more homes now?
I took off one that, like I said, isn't there anymore. There was another one who I had to change the manager of the home because it was not the person who they had listed. So, yeah, 217recovery.com under resources, and it'll be a list of Michigan recovery residences that you can click on, and then that'll have all of them in Michigan. And it's kind of broken up by county. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for a spot,
that's a good link.
There you go. And there's also, if you just want to get a place, maybe you're in sober living, you're like, man, I just need to find a place I can afford. There's also that list on there as well under resources, talking about like apartments and stuff like that, low income stuff, some stuff for people maybe just getting out of jail. There's resources. 217recovery.com. Check it out and get our app. And we'll talk to you on Thursday.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. For more episodes plus bonus features, download the 217 Recovery app and support recovery by rating us in the App Store.